Oh, okay. So I forgot that we were live. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me. No. All right, I'm gonna give you. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and start posting it out on the socials, and then we'll get started. So let me just do that. Sorry, it's gonna be a few minutes of dead silence. So. Okay. So, let's see if anyone's on the chat while I'm doing that. Okay. I got one more place to promote this, so let me do that real quick. So, all right. Okay. So, I apologize for this slow beginning, but hey everybody, Sid the Nerdy Mark here. As you know, welcome to New Year, New Stream. So, this is for those who don't know, this is a thing that I do every year in January when it is a new year. Basically, just me. Let me adjust this a little bit. Basically, it's just me talking for some time, hopefully no more than an hour, and basically just talking, laying out some of the stuff that I'm planning to do for the year 2022, and I'm gonna, basically just run down a few things. I'll also talk about some of the current things happening right now, some of the latest news articles, give my 2 cents on those things, and maybe even what I'm looking forward to for this year. So we'll see. But yeah, I think 2022 is going to be an exciting year. Happy New Year, everyone. I forgot to mention that. 2022 is, I think, going to be a very exciting year, and it's going to be a very, a very good year for all of us. And I'm not just saying that because, something crazy didn't happen in the beginning of the year like last year, but I'm just saying that because we have to make it a good year. So I made a post earlier, like last year around this time, it was on my Facebook, my personal Facebook. I said that I was not going to let things out of my control deter me from accomplishing whatever I want to this year. So that I'm carrying that motto into 2022. The thing is, yeah, I think because it's so easy these days now to get wrapped up in everything going on the news, on social media. But you have to understand that those things are not in our control, and that we have to just kind of do what we're doing and just kind of live life. Well, not just live life, but also ensure that we are, doing what we got to do to make sure that, we're living the best life possible. That's what I wanted to say. I'll be honest with you. I was originally going to make notes, but I didn't. I mean, I did write some stuff down in my little journal just to kind of plan out some of the content schedule for the year, and I'll get to that in just a sec. Remember that, I think the one mistake I made last year, and even in previous years, is, oh shoot, I gotta adhere to the schedule. It has to be on one day I have to do this video, on the weekend I have to do this particular video. Otherwise, I don't know, the world's gonna end or something crazy like that. But I'll just say this: this is a tentative schedule. It is very, very much subject to change. So just putting that out there. But this is mainly just like a little guideline more for me than for anybody else. So but yeah, I think that if we just kind of focus on what we want to do and all the things that we want to accomplish in the year 2022, um, I think we'll just be better off. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. No, no, there you go. Yeah. So I think that's what we need to be doing. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. If not, whatever. So, um, so first thing I do want to talk about. I know you may have saw it a little bit over here, but I'm sure you guys have seen this from my earlier videos. I'm usually wearing this. This is my Apple Watch. It's a Series 2 Apple Watch. And I do like it. It is a really nice watch, but as you see, I don't really wear it too much anymore because I got me one of these. Now, why am I talking about this? I'll talk about this. This is actually my first brand endorsement, believe it or not. This is an Aventino watch. I got the box right here. Aventino. I don't know. Let me see. Aventino. These are really nice watches. I actually, so the people, a representative at that company reached out to me and asked me if I would like to, try out a watch and maybe even, help give some deals to other people. So I'll probably edit the description after this, but so you can look in there, look in the description. But if you go to AventinoWatches.com, place your order, and use the promo code NerdyMark, you get 15% off all of your 15% off of your purchase. I would really hurry because I've been looking on the website. First of all, yeah, they have a lot of great watches, and also they are running out fast. A lot of them have already sold out. So I would honestly, get them as fast as you can because, with everything going on in the world, we don't know when they'll restock, to be honest with you. But, well, I mean, I'm sure they will restock by this year. But, but you want to get this as fast as you can. These are very lovely timepieces. The one I'm wearing right now is called the Gladius. So this is a very dope one. But there's a couple of other kind of more sporty models as well. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description afterwards, or if not in the description, I'll just put it in the comments somewhere. But yeah, definitely AventinoWatches.com, promo code NerdyMark to get 15% off of your order. Definitely go check them out. They're good. So really, really shout out to Aventino Watches. I'm going to actually flaunt this damn thing because I like it. It looks really, really dope. I was actually wearing, that one of my little paisley shirt, as Tim Farley of Armbar Audio says. And I was wearing it along with this. It looks really nice along with that. So that's pretty cool. But so that's my little brand endorsement deal thing that I'm kind of have going on. So that's actually pretty dope. I'm really excited about this, and I really do hope that there's some traction here. But with that in mind, let's move on. So first thing I want to talk about, I guess I talked a little bit about this in on some social media posts on my Instagram, Twitter a little bit, but I am going to be doing every single month. I'm going to be doing a social media detox. I think, as a content creator, obviously we have to be on social media all the time to promote our videos, promote whatever we're doing. However, I think that we're so saturated by the world of social media because, we see certain people, we look at them and we envy their lives. We say, oh my God, why isn't my life as good as theirs? Why don't I have, what they have? It's basically become like keeping up with the Joneses. Very much like, it's become like the new version of keeping up with the Joneses. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my computer way too much. Anyway, so I think that it is about time sometimes, and then, it just, and also obviously, I mean, it's very time consuming. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on my phone at least 2 hours every day. Like even now, I'm a little much like almost, I'm controlling myself, but I really want to like reach over and look at my phone. But I have I'm doing something here right now. I'm just seeing that people are liking the post on social media and sharing it. So what I decided to do, and I think so we're all so saturated with it, and honestly, social media has kind of become an addiction. Not just for me, but for many of us in this world. Um, and I think that every so often, it is a very good idea for all of us just to unplug. We talk about, obviously, traveling and going places is great, but the thing is, you're still kind of, obviously, if you're going to travel, you will end up posting stuff on social media. But here's what I'm going to do. Like I said, um, and because of that, and also, I've been working on some other triggers for myself. I do definitely want to come clean a little bit more about some of the stuff that I've been struggling with a little bit eventually. But I'm basically wanting to say that this is for me mainly, and hopefully some of y'all maybe can do it too. But what I'm planning to do is take 1 week out of every month and completely unplug from social media. Like I said, I'm on social media for at least 2 hours a day, and I'm being very conservative when I say that. So I think it's a very good idea to reduce your screen time. Uh, I have a good friend of mine actually who actually participates in that. Um, they actually, she actually lives out in, a couple about 2 or 3 hours away from me. But she's a good friend. She's a good family friend of ours and everything. And so her and her husband, they both actually do practice the social media detox. So every week, what I will be doing every week, I'm going to just go on my phone. I'm going to delete all the social media apps on my phone, and I'm going to see. I'm already messing with it right now. Put it down. Not right now for the next hour, right? Um, see what I mean? But I'm going to go onto my phone, and I'm pretty much deleting all social media apps from there. So that's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, Snapchat. Um, I don't know if I want to delete YouTube because, well, I mean, technically I may not post anything that week because, of the whole detox, and also YouTube is technically a social media platform. So I might delete you. Well, yeah, no, I'm going to delete YouTube as well because I spend countless hours on YouTube doing nothing. So I don't do anything. So that week, I will not post anything. And I'm actually going to start that this coming Monday. Um, so for Monday all the way through Sunday, I will delete all social media from my phone for that entire week. But here's the thing. What I'm going to do every month, every time I do this, I'm going to basically record like how my mood is, how I'm feeling. I'm just gonna kind of record myself, not record on like the, not like record on the phone or record here or record a video. Well, yes, I am getting to that, but I am gonna record like I'm gonna kind of take notes on how I'm feeling, what I'm doing. What did I do that day? Maybe not what I did that day, but like just kind of how I'm feeling and you know how am I, what my behavior kind of was like that day, and basically kind of come up with put some notes down, and then on the Monday after I have re-downloaded all my apps, I'm going to I'm going to go on camera, and I will basically come back to you guys with my findings. I am going to just kind of record a video talking about how I felt that week. On Monday I did this, Tuesday this, Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. And I'm going to say, oh, this is how I was feeling and whatnot. So, what I did differently or what I'm going to do differently going forward. Because a lot of people have told me that it's a good idea, and some people have been completely off of apps for a while, and they said it feels great. So, I mean, there's one YouTuber that I watch. His name, as a lot of you may or may not know, his name is FusiTube. He's actually one of the biggest reasons I started YouTube. What he decided to do also, he actually deleted all social media from his phone. But if he ever has to post something, he'll download the app, he'll post, and then he'll delete it again. My goal is actually to get to that point eventually, where I can just, have enough self-control where I post whatever I need to post and then get out of there. So that's kind of what I'm trying to attain towards. Now, does this mean that I'm stopping YouTube? No. This just means that I am putting my mental health, in, as a priority. And I think this is very good for all of our mental health. Because frankly, social media can be depressing. Social media can, like I said, and it's very embellished. People, there are people there who are in much better shape than I am, or have a significant other that's extremely beautiful, and I'm here like, what about me, right? And I think it's just been, it's unneeded, it's unneeded, tension in our lives, and stress is just, it's unneeded stress, thinking about, again, going back to Keeping Up with the Joneses, thinking about, why is it that he has a better body than me, or why does she have a bigger butt than me, I'm talking about for both men and women, okay, I don't compare my butt to another woman's, I don't do that, anyway, but no, I think it's a very good idea to every so often just unplug from social media. And like I said, I'm going to start that next week. And then the following Monday, I will have that video about my social media detox for January and how I was feeling that week, how I was doing, and what, and just kind of recording, my thoughts and feelings and moods throughout the week. So that will be another, content. That will be another piece of content that I'm going to be putting out here. So, and no, I'm not just doing it so I can post more content, okay? I'm doing it because I want to be a better person myself. That is one change that I've decided to make. So speaking of that, and like I said, it is good for my mental health, obviously. I was trying to make a good segue. But I think it's good for all of our mental health to unplug from social media every once in a while. Speaking of Mental Health Monday will come back. It will be back. Probably it'll be back next month, technically, just because it'll be this next week. I'm off social media. Then the week after on Monday, in place of Mental Health Monday, will be my social media detox segment. So that's going to be what I'm going to do. So I actually wrote a bunch of ideas on my little journal for some of the videos that I want to do. Another thing is I want to bring back the Nerdy Mark News Show. So obviously that'll probably be on the weekends. Nerdy Mark News Show will be just talking about a piece of wrestling, a news piece from pro wrestling, one from something else from nerd culture. Whether it be a movie or a game or something from comic books. I will be talking about those. Those will be mostly edited videos. Speaking of comic books, I actually plan to do a few comic book spotlights. I've actually been reading a few. One of them that I did enjoy. Oh god. I've actually been building up a bit of a collection here. Is this one, Berserker. It's actually written by Keanu Reeves himself, and this is just volume 1, but it's a really good read. It was a lot of fun, but I definitely want, as you can see, I'll just show you guys a little bit, like, look at that artwork, man. It's really nice. It's very, very well done. I really like this. This is like some of the covers, but yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. Look at that stuff. So, it is. It's basically, if I can just summarize it, basically, this guy, obviously this guy would be interesting in a Mortal Kombat movie, would be in a Mortal Kombat game, but unfortunately Keanu Reeves did say that someone asked him about John Wick in Mortal Kombat, and he said no. So, Mortal Kombat also said, yeah, we don't want Keanu Reeves either. Screw you. Although, I don't know why you would say that. Keanu Reeves is a beautiful man. But anyway, I think, speaking of Keanu Reeves, another segue, I'm actually planning to also expand my horizons here. Um, what I'm planning to do is actually talk about other movies too, not just movies that are in the or in the MCU or a DC film or anything like that, and not just only restricted to comic books, because frankly that reduces my scope of movies that I can talk about here. So what I want to do is talk about, for example, I do plan to make a review for The Matrix, and it'll be in a similar fashion to my Spider-Man No Way Home video that I did. Um, I'm gonna be working on that. That's gonna be another thing. That's gonna be one thing. I decided to talk about that. Obviously, anime reviews. Whenever I watch another anime, I'm gonna talk about it. Like I did finish watching. What anime did I finish? I finished one earlier this week. I mean, I don't know if you count it as an anime, but I did finish Hitmonkey. That was really good. Oh, 91 Days. That's another anime that I finished, and I did enjoy it. I will definitely be talking about that at some point. Hitmonkey, Marvel's Hitmonkey, that was a really good show, and I'll do a review of it. Uh, yeah. So and then of course, Mental Health Mondays. Those are like I said, those are coming back. Um, Obviously, the fantasy booking videos every month. I have one coming out this month with Armbar Audio, and it's actually going to be uploaded on both of our channels, so you can see it on either one. And we're actually going to have a bit of a discussion probably this week or next week about other potential collaborations that we want to do. That's another thing that I really want to do. I want to reach out to more content creators, wrestling, comic book, whatever, and see if I can't do like a video with them, whatever it may be. So, I just want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have some good collaborations, whether I hop on their platform or they come over here. Um, I want to do some good stuff with them. I think collabs are always fun. Um, I'm not saying that, and again, I'm not that. Also, I don't have a frequency. I'm not saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna one collab every month. No, no, it's gonna be as it comes. So I'm gonna definitely have more collaborations. Definitely have more, more guests on the show. Speaking of guests, just killing it with the segues today. Another thing that I plan to do is have people come in and I actually do interviews. I really my goal this year. I talked about it on Twitter. I'm going to put it out again because I want to manifest it into the universe. My goal is to get an interview with Wyndham Rotunda, formerly known as Bray Wyatt, on my channel. I know he doesn't give a lot of interviews, but I have a feeling that because this channel, 307 subscribers, I think he would be more than willing to talk about stuff here because, people have to, find it if they want to see it. Find me, right? As he likes to say. Find me or I'll find you, right? Anyway. I think that I think it will be really cool. So, I guess he does have a little email address. I might have to reach out to him. I do plan to do WrestleCon this year instead of WrestleMania. I do plan to do WrestleCon, and if I can, because he's gonna be there, Wyndham's gonna be there, so I want to go and definitely at least get a picture with the man, at least a picture, and that'll be the best. It'll be the crowning achievement of my entire career here on YouTube is getting a picture with Wyndham Rotunda. If I can talk to him, if I can get an interview with him, I would be very happy. So I know for a fact Wyndham's not watching this, but maybe I'll have to tag him. Maybe I'll repost this video and be like, hey, at Wyndham, please watch this. Yeah, but hey, Wyndham Rotunda, if you are watching this for some reason, definitely hit me up, man. I would love to come on. I would love for you to come on my show. I would love to interview you, and I'd love to get to know, the man behind the Fiend, behind Bray Wyatt, behind Husky Harris, even, and even to a lesser, well, to a bit of a lesser extent, well, not lesser, but to another extent, Axel Mulligan, because a lot of people don't know much about Axel Mulligan either. I would love to hear about that too. Anyway, but that's me soapboxing to Wyndham Rotunda, over with. That mission accomplished. Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to change the direction of this channel. Like I said, more movies incorporated. Pay-per-view reviews, I might definitely do some more of those. Just because, something. Because I'm not really feeling, doing reviews of weekly television anymore. Whether it is AEW or WWE or what have you. To be frank with you, I don't really watch WWE anymore. I don't watch Raw. I don't watch SmackDown. I don't watch NXT 2.0, whatever the hell that is now. I just don't watch any of this anymore. I actually only watch NXT or AEW. I only watch, Dynamite and Rampage. Well, I actually didn't watch Rampage yesterday. Probably watch it today. But yeah, I only watch Rampage and Dynamite and Rampage, dude. Like, I don't even watch anything else, any other wrestling. Yeah. Speaking of which, I also saw that Hard to Kill is today. I might check that out tonight. We will see. I will ask Tim and John if they want to watch it. See, that's the thing. That's one of the biggest reasons, and I told Tim and John about this. One of the biggest reasons why I don't watch other wrestling promotions, it's not because I don't want to. It's just that I don't like watching it by myself. I feel really bad about it. Like, I feel really lonely, in a sense. I'm like, the only guy who watches wrestling. Because I have friends who live here in Dallas, of course, but they don't care about wrestling. I even said, hey, do you guys want to come to WrestleCon? They're like, nah, I appreciate it, but I don't care about wrestling. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. But, yeah, so those are some things that I want to definitely talk about. So, obviously, fantasy booking videos will be every month. Social media detox, those are the 2 videos you'll get every month. Nerdy Mark News Show will be every week. Mental Health Mondays will be on weeks that I'm not doing the social media detox videos. Reviews will happen. Comic book, more movie and TV show and anime reviews. More comic book reviews. I may not be able to get like I may not be I'll try to do where I hold a physical copy and be like, hey, so this is a really good comic book. I'll try to make it stand or whatever. This won't stand. I'll have to make a little stand for it. Maybe use I have that old tripod. I could probably do that here. Hold on, let's try this out. Let's try this out. Hold on. There you go. See, aren't y'all glad this is why you should tune in. Look at that. Look at that. Nope. Damn it. No, it's not working. Okay, I'll figure it out. Or let's see, maybe no. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Anyway. So, hey, it's all about trial and error, man. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so I will figure that out, but, I will, if not, obviously I can put up a picture and just keep that on there. I think that would be really cool, because, I talk about that I like comic books, but I don't even, freaking talk about them here. Only if they are in movie form. Like, if Berserker was a movie, I'd be talking about it, right? Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to see how much more involved I can get with the Gooniverse too. I do plan to get another microphone because that other microphone, the Snowball that I used to have, for some reason it just stopped working with my laptop. So I'll see if I can get another good microphone. And then I had another one that was you could clip on here, but I think it only mainly works for your phone. So I'll have to get one of those microphones, which like a Snowball or some other mic that I can use, because I don't want to just keep using my laptop thing. Although the sound isn't terrible in that, I just I just don't want to do that yet. But So yeah, I mean, it's just what I plan to do here. That's what I plan to definitely. That's definitely something that I plan to be doing. Sorry, I was just seeing who else, if anyone joined the stream at all. No one did. That sucks. No one's on the stream. That's okay. You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna just do it, and whoever shows up, shows up. And that's the thing. I think that's one thing that I also took from last year is the biggest lesson I learned is you can't let things that is out of your control affect you. And I think I talked about it on top of this stream. But you just gotta let nature run its course, man. And that's what I'm trying to do. Just have nature run its course, have it do, do whatever I gotta do. That's literally all I can do, right? But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of be the tentative schedule for right now. So the tentative schedule, like I said, fantasy booking every month, social media detox video every month, mental health Monday, and Nerdy Mark News Show every week, movie reviews, anime reviews, TV show reviews, comic book reviews, as I watch or read them, So, and also, obviously, when I say comic books, I also mean manga. So I will be talking about the manga. Although, I do want to do it in a sense where I, read, the entire, story, the entire run. Let's say, for example, I'm reading The Killing Joke. I'm not just going to read, well, okay, I don't think Killing Joke's not a good example. Let's say I'm reading, an omnibus from Dark Horse Comics. I think Dark Horse does them. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to read the whole damn thing before I review it. I'm not just going to say, so chapter 1, this would happen. Oh, welcome back. Chapter 2, this is what happened. No. I'm going to read the whole damn thing, and then I'll review it. Because I don't want to go in just, partially into it. The only thing with manga is the fact that, they have, the issues are, this thick usually. And there's, 25 volumes. So I don't know how I'll do that. I'll figure something out. I might start with doing some light novels there, but we'll see. I've been wanting to incorporate, graphic novels and manga into my channel as well. So I'm excited to finally start doing that. So we're gonna do that, and that's just kind of some of the things that I want to do. So, yeah, like I said, so I want to definitely talk about more, more movies that aren't necessarily, the origin doesn't necessarily have to come from a comic book or a manga. I want to definitely talk about other movies that I do like. I'm going to talk, so like I said, I want to have a review for The Matrix Resurrection, the new one that came out, because Matrix has always been a somewhat fascinating. They haven't always hit the nail on the head when it comes to their movies, but the concepts are always very interesting. So I've always liked The Matrix, and for the most part, the fight scenes are always pretty good. So that's another plus, I guess. I really want to definitely get more into that for sure. Definitely talk about other movies that I like, other movies that that I am, that have maybe influenced me. Well, just other movies that I like. And the thing is, I want to make it not be if it came out recently, I'm going to talk about it, right? I want to talk about it no matter what. And that's just kind of how I'm doing it. So that's the thing. So with all the things that's not related to wrestling, there's not going to be it just came out now, so I got to talk about it. No, I'm going to talk about it whenever I feel like it. I've even thought about doing something for the all the different phases in the MCU. I may not do reviews for all the Marvel movies, but I may do I may rank them. So I may rank all the Marvel movies so far. So we'll see. But I think that that would be a very interesting kind of. I think that's going to be an interesting direction to take this channel. I hope you will follow along with me for the ride. So, now, I do want to talk about a couple of things that happened in the world of wrestling this week. Obviously, we had, surprise, surprise, more cuts from the WWE. This time, more NXT heavy. It looks like they're definitely doing away with the old guard to bring in more of these new stars. We saw that Timothy Thatcher had been released. We saw that Samoa Joe had been released, and William Regal, the voice of NXT for since its inception, has been released. That's crazy. I am gonna obviously miss William Regal going War Games, but William Regal, he's done a lot for the WWE. He's done a lot for wrestling. The man could retire if he wants to. The man could just be like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to do anything anymore in terms of wrestling. I'm just going to do whatever. I mean, he could very much come to AEW, very much come to Impact or whatever, and do something there. But I really think that he should, I don't know what he should do. I don't really care what he does, frankly. I think whatever he does is going to be fantastic because I do like William Regal. Every time he showed up on my screen, I was marking out. So, William Regal is a wonderful man. He's a man. Such a man. Anyway, I think Timothy Thatcher, dude, that man, his fight pit matches, I mean, I know he only had like 2 of them, and both of them, I think. He had only 2 of them. He had one with Matt Riddle and one with Tommaso Ciampa, and both were really good. So I am very excited to see, if he ever comes back and does does something like that again. So I think Timothy Thatcher. I know my buddy from Armbar Audio. They basically tweeted at Josh Barnett and said, whenever Bloodsport comes back, y'all need to get Timothy Thatcher, and I totally agree. I need the one match that I need to see. Well, 2 matches actually. I definitely need Timothy Thatcher versus Biff Busick, formerly known as Oni Lorcan in WWE. I need that match in Bloodsport. I need to see the fact that Timothy Thatcher and Kyle O'Reilly never had a match in NXT is mind-boggling to me. So give me that match now that Kyle O'Reilly's in AEW. If Thatcher, pops in for a cup of coffee, I would love to see Thatcher and Kyle O'Reilly in like a cage match. I think that would be crazy, and that would be fantastic. So I would love to see that. So for sure, for real, I am really excited to see what Timothy Thatcher does next. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be fine wherever he goes. I think Samoa Joe, man. So I guess we'll talk about this now. Yesterday on an episode of SmackDown, we did get the announcement that Impact Knockouts champion Mickie James, she's going to be taking part in the Royal Rumble. And they announced that. They said that she was going to be there. And they also said that they also acknowledged Impact Wrestling. They said Impact Knockouts champion Mickie James. So, is WWE finally taking a step through the forbidden door? Does that mean that we could see WWE finally doing that? I mean, I'm surprised that Vince McMahon even wants to do that. What happened? What changed? I don't know. But then again, it's probably... he's gonna in 2 weeks. He's gonna change his mind. He's gonna be like, "Oh, you know what? She's actually not gonna be in the Rumble." So he could very much do that. Of course, I don't want to jinx it. So knock on wood. But I think that this is very interesting. I think it's weird, but it's like, huh? I mean, but I think at the same time, we all did want WWE to go through the forbidden door, and I think it's finally about time that they decided to do something. So this is one good thing that they're doing. Now, with the recent firing of Samoa Joe, could he come back in the Rumble and represent Impact Wrestling? Because, he's been on Impact all this time, and, he's been on Impact for a good chunk of his career. that could happen too. Now, there's also could be a thing where maybe they let go of all these different people, and some of the people who still haven't found work yet, they might slowly bring them back into the fold via the Royal Rumble. Whether it's a one-off or a full-time contract, we don't know. But we need to. I think definitely some of the releases that we saw earlier this year could come back. Someone like Drake Maverick / Rockstar Spud, he could totally be there. I mean, maybe they're all going to go to Impact, and that way they'll show up on WWE. Is WWE planning another invasion angle? If they do it, please do it better this time. Please and thank you. Yeah. So, it looks like I said. So, excuse me. It is interesting that WWE is, I guess, dipping their toes into forbidden territory. So does this mean we can see WWE superstars appear on Impact Wrestling? Because it looks like the relationship between AEW and Impact is kind of on pause for a little bit. I think that they're doing a little bit. Maybe AEW might do something with Ring of Honor and see if they can rejuvenate that at some point whenever Ring of Honor does decide to, open its doors again. I don't know. This is interesting. So, does this mean that we can see it is Impact Wrestling the conduit between all these different promotions? Is Impact Wrestling going to lead us to AEW and WWE working together at some point? Does this mean we're finally going to get AEW and New Japan? We could get we could get New Japan, and So if New Japan and WWE and AEW and Impact are all working together, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. The fact that WWE is dipping their toes into this, that says something. Either, I don't know, is somehow Triple H usurping control of WWE? I don't know. We'll see. At this rate, Triple H, he could totally just, say screw this, leave, resign from WWE, and start his own promotion if he wants. And I'm sure that many people from, the black and gold era of NXT would follow the man. So you never know. I don't want to speculate anything just yet. I'm not even gonna do a fantasy booking for an AEW WWE Supercard. I might do a Supercard with Tim and John, but we'll see. That's maybe down the line. But man, it's just absolutely crazy, isn't it? The fact that in 2022, WWE is letting a champion from Impact Wrestling participate in one of their big 4 pay-per-views. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Does this mean that Impact Wrestling and WWE are going to work together? Does this mean we could see Moose in WWE somehow? Will we see Roman Reigns invade Impact Wrestling like Kenny Omega did? Will we see Brock Lesnar in Impact Wrestling? Will we see freaking Josh Alexander in WWE? Jordan Grace in WWE? Who knows? So definitely already it's just exciting. It's not even been, it's still the 8th of January, and all kinds of crazy shit's happening on wrestling. Also, by the way, The Weeknd also dropped his album called Dawn FM. Just a slight plug there, but it's really, really good, and you should all listen to it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, but I feel like there's a lot of change coming in the landscape of pro wrestling. And I saw another tweet that just despite WWE, Tony Khan just might book CM Punk versus Okada. I would love to see that match, and that would be crazy. Obviously right now with the whole Omicron variant for COVID. Um, it's a little hard for wrestlers to travel in and out from overseas, but I think if they decide to do something there, their New Japan Strong, I believe, is filmed in Los Angeles. If they're going to do that, I think that would be that would be a good idea. So, there's just a lot that can happen. Who knows, man? Like I said, the wrestling landscape is changing. I don't know. Maybe they took a page out of Marvel, the MCU. They're incorporating. Spoilers for anyone who didn't watch Spider-Man: No Way Home. Like well, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. So, I mean, because Marvel for Phase 4, what they're doing is that they're doing this whole thing with the multiverse, and we kind of do see it because we see Doctor Octopus from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie villains like Electro, so and Killer Croc and stuff like that. So, are they taking a page from the MCU and saying, "Oh yeah, there's a whole different multiverse out there for wrestling, so let's kind of cross over wherever we can." So, I don't know if this means in WWE they're gonna, and already they've already in AEW they're already talking about WrestleMania. They mentioned WrestleMania by name, so that's also interesting. I also found that interesting because they don't usually mention WWE or any of their stuff by name like AEW doesn't. But starting with Bryan Danielson, he mentioned WrestleMania. That was interesting. That was very interesting. Oh, excuse me. So, sorry. So yeah. So like I said, it is a very interesting time to be a wrestling fan, and I'm all in for the ride. So, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. But those are just some of the things that I wanted to talk about today. Actually, yeah, we're pretty good time, 47 minutes and some plus some change. I'm gonna end the stream here. So, hopefully, you guys are excited for 2022 as I am for the direction that I want to take on this channel. Oh, forgot one more thing. I did forget to mention. I actually just got a part-time job at a company. It's a radio station, and I'm going to be actually creating ads for them. So I'm very excited for that. Like I said, it's a part-time job, and it's only 4 days a week. So it's good. I'll be able to earn some money, and some of the money that I will be using to improve the quality of this channel, for sure. So yeah. So it looks like things are going in motion, but of course, we have always remember that not everything will go as planned, and you just got to enjoy the ride sometimes. So that's what I plan to do. 2022 is going to be the year where I just enjoy the ride, and I hope you will all enjoy it too, and hope you all come along with me. So with that being said, thank you for watching this stream. And, here's to a Happy New Year. I'll see you guys the week after when I drop my first video of the year. Technically, this is the first video of the year. When I drop my first ever social media detox video. And then we'll go from there. All right? Thank you again, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.